Blessings to you. Hi, I'm Tia. Today is May 2nd, 2026. Y'all, I'm playing Jane today. But I just wanted to do a video. I didn't mean to post that video of me singing like that, but it's a testimony behind that. I remember when I was about 13 years old, I went and spent the summer or spent several weeks with one of my cousins. And I just would love to sing. My parents sang, they played instruments. My mom played the keyboard. My dad played acoustic guitar, regular guitar. My brother sang, God rest his soul. Mom sang, God rest her soul. I found out dad was in a gospel group, you know, but I didn't know about that until actually recently about he was in a gospel group. I knew that he, would sing with the church. That a couple people would get together. Um, but I remember when I was 13 and I went and stayed with my cousin. Just for like the summer. And I would sing this Janet Jackson song, y'all. Let's wait a while. And I would just sing it, sing it, sing it. I would hit the high notes and stuff. So I remember my cousin running upstairs one day. She said, Sherry, Sherry, Sherry. That's what they call me. Sherry, 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 is somebody downstairs hear you singing and they want to meet you. So I'm sitting there like, me? And, she said, come down, come down. So I came downstairs, y'all. This is no lie. And the man looked at me like, like, ooh, because I did not grow up pretty. I didn't. My great uncle used to, when he would see me, he would always call me Blackie. Hey, Blackie. Hey, Blackie. Y'all, I got pictures to prove it. I mean, my skin tone was very, very dark. So I remember coming downstairs, and I just wasn't pretty. I was, I grew up, I was horribly teased. I would just be walking down the street and I would get teased, be cursed out. But that particular day when I came downstairs, the look on his face was shock. Like, really. This was a grown man because she said, well, he's in the music industry. He said he heard you singing. He wants to come down to meet you. So I came downstairs, y'all. His face was like, oh. And then he said, was that you upstairs? Y'all don't lie. I said, yeah, that was me. He said, wow, you have a beautiful voice. So he said, how old are you? I said, I'm 13. So and the sigh of relief on his face, I would never forget that day. He said, well, you have a beautiful voice, he said, but unfortunately you're too young. Kind of like, whoo, I dodged that one. And you all, I shut down from singing. I really, really did. I'm not a singer. I'm just not. But I believe had that experience not happened, I would have really pursued singing. I mean, I like shut down my voice and everything. Because I grew up with severe asthma, so it was difficult, to breathe and hold notes and things like that. And the enemy silenced my voice, my singing voice. I've always wanted to sing. It's like, oh wow, I just wish I could sing, and the little bit that I did, I mean, I was just sitting there. It's like, I just love this song. The church that I used to attend many years ago, the choir would sing it. It was just beautiful. And just the whole, house was just like, oh, praising God. Thank you. But I just heard a clip of that song just recently. I just felt it in my spirit to sing it. And listen, I want to tell you all, don't allow the enemy to silence your voice. Don't allow the enemy to silence your voice. Now, that situation that happened was about 40 years ago. 40 years ago, you all, I'm 54 years old, okay? I was about 13 and a half when that happened. I just turned 54. The enemy has silenced my voice all of these years. And had I like got the training and all of those things and not allow what someone said to me, and it was just, I mean, and from that point all the way, I mean, there was always people making fun of me and teasing me. But that particular day, I mean, I was just singing to my heart's content. And the man, I mean, he couldn't believe that voice that was belting out all of those high notes and perfect pitches and tones and stuff looked like me, or looked the way that I did. And I allowed that one moment to silence my voice. And I don't want people to go through what I went through, the opinions of people, the negative thoughts of people, that face that he made. And I knew that face. I mean, I had seen it already years and years prior, the way that people treated me, the way that people talked to me, the way they looked at me with complete disgust. That was the same face, and it shut me down. So I just sing at home, you all, party of one. Um, and that was one of my things, was like, Lord, I just wish that was something that I could do. So for me to like do that, to post that, I was like, okay, well, Lord, there's a message behind it. And I just want to encourage someone, do not allow the enemy to silence your voice. And yes, it comes through people, because people, um, you know, are being used by the enemy. We can either allow the Lord to speak through us, to utilize us, or we can allow the enemy to use us. And certainly, I think we've all been in both situations where the enemy has used us, has utilized us, and then when God has utilized us. And I really do wish that I hadn't have allowed that situation to stop what I knew God had put in me. I knew he put singing in me. So I share these testimonies because I don't want anybody, if possible, to waste time, to miss opportunities, that God may have for you. You know, some people may need some training. You may be at a place where, you can sing, you can, hold a tune, but you just may need a little bit of training. That's okay. There have been some people that, you would never believe that, can belt out these songs, can hit the curves, the riffs. They've had to have some training. It's okay. But never allow the enemy to silence your voice. And, the guy, he wasn't being mean, it was just, I just understood that face, because I'm a seer. And the Lord showed me. I just knew exactly what he said, why he said it, and how he said it. It stayed with me for many, many, many decades. And I allowed that one situation to prevent me from doing the thing that I just love. I love music. I grew up around music. I love gospel music. It's my favorite, 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 favorite type of music. So I grew up around music. I grew up around, family playing, instruments and singing. And I grew up around all of it. And that was just something that I wanted to do. I just knew that would be something that would be a part of my life. And I really wished it was something that could pursue. Is it too late for me? No, it's not. But I thank God for the experience, and I'm grateful that I can share that situation with you. And I really pray that it helps someone. I pray that it motivates someone to just go after whatever it is that the Lord has put in you, the gifts, the talents, all of those things that He has blessed you with. Don't allow the opinions of people to stop you. All right, you all. God bless you. I love you. Please know that I'm praying for you, and never ever forget that God loves you most.